So we all know that Trump doesn't care about average Americans, especially as we're now on day 41 of the government shutdown. But today, yep, he went after the air traffic controllers. Welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show on our continued journey to 500,000 subscribers. We're 25,000 less in order to hit that goal. So hit subscribe, watch, comment, share, because this stupidity, it's got to come to an end. And today, Trump posted this long rant about how air traffic controllers need to go back to work. And if they haven't been working during the shutdown, well, they can quit. Let me show you what he wrote. In it, he writes, all air traffic controllers must get back to work now. Anyone who doesn't will be substantially docked. For those air traffic controllers who were great patriots and didn't take any time off for the Democrat shutdown hoax, I will be recommending a bonus of $10,000 per person for distinguished service to our country. For those that did nothing but complain and took time off, even though everyone knew they would be paid in full shortly into the future, I am not happy with you. You didn't step up to help the USA against the fake Democratic attack that was only meant to hurt our country. You will have a negative mark, at least in my mind, against your record. If you want to leave service in the near future, please do not hesitate to do so with no payment or severance of any kind. You will be quickly replaced by true patriots who will do a better job on the brand new state-of-the-art equipment, the best in the world that we are in the process of ordering. The last administration wasted billions of dollars trying to fix antiquated junk. They had no idea what they were doing. Again, to our great American patriots, God bless you. I won't be able to send your money fast enough. To all others, report to work immediately. God bless America, President Donald J. Trump. I got to tell you, we've seen some crazy rants over time, but this truly takes the cake of insanity. Now, today, Trump also met with the president of Syria. And I want to remind each and every one of you that this is the first time that a Syrian leader has been invited to the White House. Now, of course, press was not allowed in the room, but let me show you what Axios reported. In it, it says, Trump holds first ever White House meeting with Syrian leader. Further, it says state of play. Ahead of al-Shara's visit to Washington, the UN Security Council voted to remove him and his interior minister from the UN terrorism blacklist. After the vote, the Trump administration followed up by delisting al-Shara as a specially designated global terrorist, an SDGT. But on Monday, that Treasury Department announced that Caesar Act sanctions would be suspended for another 6 months, except for certain transactions involving Russia and Iran. Al-Shara's government has appealed to Congress for a full repeal of the harsh sanctions which were imposed on the Assad regime in 2019. And finally, the U.S. goal is to reach a security agreement on the border between the two countries by the end of the year. U.S. envoy to Syria, Tom Barrack, told Axios 2 weeks ago. Now, look, speaking of our foreign relations, Trump also went on a tariff rant on social media, literally spanning yesterday and today, a 2-day rant. And starting yesterday morning, let me show you what Trump posted. In it, he turns around and he writes, so let's get this straight. The President of the United States is allowed and fully approved by Congress to stop all trade with a foreign country, which is far more onerous than a tariff, and license a foreign country, but is not allowed to put a simple tariff on a foreign country, even for purposes of national security. That is not what our great founders had in mind. The whole thing is ridiculous. Other countries can tariff us, but we can't tariff them. It is their dream. Businesses are pouring into the USA only because of tariffs. Has the United States Supreme Court not been told this? What the hell is going on? President DJT. Well, let me be very clear. His tariff war on the entire world, it's not about national security. It's about control, plain and simple. He doesn't want to have to discuss anything with Congress. He wants to act as if he and he alone runs and controls the United States of America. Then he posted all over again. suggesting that he would be handing out dividends from the tariff money to all Americans. Let me show you what he wrote in it. People that are against tariffs are fools. We are now the richest, most respected country in the world with almost no inflation and a record stock market price. 401ks are highest ever. We are taking in trillions of dollars and will soon begin paying down our enormous debt, $37 trillion. Record investment in the USA, plants and factories going up all over the place. A dividend of at least $2,000 per person, not including high-income people, will be paid to everyone. Look, let me say this. If you think you're going to buy people's vote, well, I'm sure there are some, but for the most part, that $2,000 isn't going to change anybody's life, nor are they going to sell you their vote. Now, this morning, he continued to talk about the payments. Let me show you what he wrote. He writes, all money left over from the $2,000 payments made to low and middle income USA citizens from the massive tariff income pouring into our country from foreign countries, which will be substantial, will be used to substantially pay down national debt. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President DJT. You know, there's an old expression, right? Don't hold your breath. Well, this could be certainly one of them. I certainly wouldn't tell you to hold your breath because chances are you're not going to get that $2,000. And on top of that, that money doesn't even exist. In fact, the money that's coming in from tariffs are not coming in from foreign countries. It is money that you are paying either at the register or someplace else. But rest assured and know this, that tariffs are taxes and that consumers pay tariffs. Anybody tells you anything different, they're just lying to you. Now, this weekend, as Americans stood in line for food pantries, Trump, well, he was out there playing golf. Let me show you. Trump working hard to lower food, rent, and energy prices today. He also posted about the new ballroom, something as well extremely important. Let me show you what he said here. The main entrance to the new ballroom at the White House. Yes, my friends, we should all be beyond ecstatic that he tore down the East Wing to the White House, that they're building a 90,000 square foot ballroom in his honor. For what? For what? It's twice the size of the White House. But we should all be ecstatic. Don't worry about your food. Don't worry about your kids going hungry. Don't worry about having to ration food in order to be able to pay for your insulin. No. Why? Because our supreme leader is out playing a great round of golf and building a ballroom. If that wasn't enough to keep him, busy over the weekend, you know what else he did? Yeah. Went to a football game. He went to the Commanders game where he was, well, let's just say heavily booed. Play the clip.
I am saying your name. You solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies.
Unbelievable. You know, I understand to be unpopular, but this massive booing by a crowd, what did he expect was going to happen as you have ICE agents running around D.C.? What did you think was going to happen on day 40 of a government shutdown where probably some of the people that were there are federal workers? Did you really think that you were going to get accolades and applause? You see, yeah, in his mind, that's what he thought was going to happen. In reality, those who ended up telling him, yeah, Mr. President, you should go. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. The people love you. Take a hint. Now, during the game, Trump was actually invited into the NFL broadcast room to spew lies. Play the clip.
Respects to combat war, etc., and you kind of take some of the same strategies. Would love to hear your thoughts about where we are as a nation, how we're doing.
Well, we're doing great, and recruitment is doing phenomenally. People have spirit. Our stock market hit an all-time high. Prices are coming down. We inherited a mess. Prices are coming way down. And I'll tell you, our country has over $17 trillion being invested in it, which is a record. So we're doing great.
Yeah. Again, it's always the same talking points over and over and over. But is it really the right place? Here's the funny thing about Trump, which I know very, very well. He's actually very knowledgeable. Why not talk to him about the Commanders? Why not talk to him about the game in and of itself? Why not talk about the fact that he ended up almost owning the Buffalo Bills at one point? Why not talk about football? Instead, you want to talk about, I don't know, maybe one of the 9 wars that Trump stopped. You want to talk about how energy prices and food prices and everything is going down, how you have $17 trillion coming in from foreign investment. Not one penny of it has been seen by anybody yet, other than, of course, the 3 people that he turns around and tells, yeah, just acknowledge, like these 2 idiots there in the broadcast booth, just shaking their head to whatever the guy says. Talk football. Don't talk politics. Meanwhile, Trump also did a flyover over the game because it wasn't costing enough for the Secret Service and everybody to be there, right? Now you have to do a flyover. I mean, let me show you. These were his comments afterwards. Again, remember all the people going without paychecks. Remember all the people trying to figure out where their next meal is coming from. Play the clip.
Going to swear in a lot of great people right now. I'm a little bit late. I just want to say, was that the greatest flyover ever? Nobody's ever done a flyover like that. So these are the best pilots in the world. They say whoever flies Air Force One, the best pilots. And we just saw that. That was great. So we're going to have a good game. Things are going along very well. Country's doing well. The Democrats have to open it up. Thank you very much, everybody.
Come to the table today.
Never off message. Not for a split second. And remember, that's the danger. Rewriting reality, one lie at a time. And as always, thanks for listening. Hey, everyone. First of all, thanks for watching. I mean, we're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.